everybody. To answer your question, Elaine, I don't know myself. I used the software like 2 hours ago. Everything was good. It goes on right away. I come into the live. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's doing on purpose. Hello, my loves. How are you doing? Welcome to the Friday evening live. How are you, my beautiful loves? And how has this Friday been treating you? Hello. How is everything? Hi, Julie. Yes, I was here, though. I did read, though. And I am going to say, enjoy your dinner, my beautiful Julie. Enjoy your evening, my love. As you can see, I am not with Alex. Yes, he is doing his luggage. You're going to be here very shortly. All right, then. I'm just going to go and get the correct list in the correct order. Just one moment. And just 1 second. Hi, Lilith. Hi, Hanson. Hi, Sean. Hello, Diane. All right. So, what do we have? Let's go back over here. Okie dokie. Not where I want to be. Just one moment, my loves. I know that we do have our beautiful love shine. We also have Michelle and we have Mimi. Oh, you have cute questions, MZ. All right, so MZ's first. She's leaving. And then I'm going to go and see our beautiful friend Michelle, followed out by Love Shine, and I already have her questions, and Mimi. So MZ, here we go. Let's go with you first, my love. I had not seen that you had sent in questions, and we shall answer them before you go. So quick questions, yes. Absolutely. I don't know if yours Lucky Charm, though. I will go see. Yes. Okay, now let's go and see. Okay, and voila. So we're going to start with the flowers. We're going to start with the good luck, and then we're going to move on forward, all right? Alrighty, here we go. Okie dokie. So, are you good luck? Yeah, you won't be too chatty, yes, you won't be too chatty. Oh. Okay, I got you. Perfect. Okay. So here we go. All you have to do is listen. You don't even have to type anything. You can always type to me later. You know where to find me. All right. So message coming on through for you over here. As for the first question, are you a little bit the lucky charm? I'm going to say, in a certain way, yes, but does he actually associate one with the other? I will say no. But does he believe that you do seem to bring him some luck? I will say yes, especially since he actually asked you, for some assistance and some help. Well, he's had a lot of good things actually come his way, so he kind of attributes some of that to you. So I will say a yes, but not 100%. I know it's kind of weird. So you're not necessarily the 4-leaf clover, but you could be nice and lucky. And the thing that is happening is that whenever he sees you, whenever he talks with you, whenever you guys have different type of interactions, something positive seems to emanate from it. Something positive seems to be coming on through at some point in time, in some form or shape or way. And that is why he is actually kind of putting you a little bit as his luck charm. So I'm going to say he feels deeply blessed by your presence. He feels a lot of positivity that he's experienced since seeing you a little bit more, talking with you a little bit more. So altogether, I will say I do believe that he brings, or he thinks that you bring a certain amount of stability and good fortune into his life. But yeah, so I will say appreciation, stability, good fortune. So far, so good, my love. Thank you, my beautiful Elaine. You can send me your questions also, my love. All right, here we go. Well, he eventually think of you as a. Every time I hear Lucky Charm, I think of the cereal. Why? I don't know. I think it's just a tonight kind of a thing. I hear Lucky Charm, I think that's cereal. I'm going to say not as the Lucky Charm, I will say no. As someone who brings a lot of positivity into his life and a lot of good things, absolutely. But as a good luck kind of fortune or charm, I'll say no. But you do bring him some beautiful, good vibes, good energy, and you seem to bring good things into his life. So both of you attract the good fortune. Would it be a good idea to text when he starts and wish him good luck? How would he feel? I personally would leave it the way that it is. I would not. We're going to go and see what the cards have to say, but, well, let's just go see what the cards have to say and we'll discuss about it then. Okay, so my Page of Swords is in reverse. It's not that your idea is a bad one. Your idea is a nice one. It is a sweet one. It's pretty much what I was thinking. Yeah. The thing is, it is a y penser, so it is something that you can think about and you can, but the thing is, you might end up talking to on to Sunday, and that would be good because it would be a little bit like a preamble, like you'd be able to talk about it before actually, talking with him onto the Monday morning. But I would leave the Monday morning as Monday morning. I wouldn't really touch or play around with that in any kind of a way. I would just let it be. Why would I just let it be? Because he's going to feel like there's too much. There's too many thoughts. There's too much. He's going to feel like you're into his bubble too much is pretty much what I'm trying to say. You know that he is starting and that is perfect, but I feel at the limit it would be better to kind of wait until Monday after the day and just say, hey, you started a new job today. How did it go? If we go the other way around, I feel like he feels like this is a little bit planned and he's going to feel like we're a little bit too much into his independence and he might not like that as much. If you switch it on up to, let's say, the evening, it'll be better. So I wouldn't do it into the morning. I would do it into the evening. But again, it's ultimately your decision. It is entirely up to you to do so. And you might actually end up talking to him on Sunday. So if you talk to him on Sunday, well, you'll actually be able to skip by that whole question altogether because you'll be able to say it, let's say, before you go to sleep. Yeah, so I would leave it the way that it is for the moment. Is the camera frozen over there? No, it's not frozen. All right. Hello, Toka fan. Nice to see you, sweetie. You definitely can, my love. Is your question already? I'm going to go see if your question is already in PayPal. My beautiful Julie, please let me know if there's anything else, okay, sweetie? Let me just go see. I already got you over here. I will need your question, my beautiful Toka fan, if you're not going to stick around. And yes, thank you for your donation, and you shall have a timestamp. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go and see Michelle. Michelle does need a timestamp. So here we go for Michelle at 9 minutes. Let me know if your screen is okay, because I have one screen that's good and the other one's frozen. So just wondering if you guys can see anything or not. Let me know along the way. So Michelle, let me go and gather your question over here. After Michelle, I'm moving on forward to go and see Love Shine. Yeah, that is not what I wish to do over here. Michelle, my love. A general reading for the month of April. Absolutely. Let's go forward with it. Let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. Okay. Let's go see. We're going to start off here. All right. So, my love, you're stuck into a lot of routine, a lot of things that seem to be going around. You're working a lot. Things are a little bit repetitive. Okay. I'm basically going to say over here, before getting a little bit more into detail with it, from what I can feel at this moment. Thank you, Elaine. There is a lot of work. There's a lot of hard work. With this hard work, I feel like you're often a little bit doing the same thing. There's no changes, there's no modifications, but I feel like you would like to have some type of modification or some type of change. But I do believe that you are being quite productive, which is quite good. That being said, I believe that you yourself, onto a personal level, you're into a moment of transition, or you're going to be into a moment of transition. But the moment of transition seems to be something that is moving from maybe something that's a little bit stagnant at this moment, stagnant being nothing really happening or something, but not too much, and moving towards a little bit more stability, a little bit more strength, but into happier times, better times. So love-wise, heart-wise, I'm going to say better moments are coming your way, and you're a little bit into transition kind of phase at this moment, my love. But I do see you working a lot. I see you putting a lot of time in. And I see you, for some reason, there's something about you that you're not liking. It's like if you don't, maybe every once in a while, sometimes we don't like ourselves, or we want to change something. It could be the hair, it could be the way we feel, it could be the weight, it could be makeup, it could be whatever. There's a little something into the month of April that you're not really liking about yourself. Really just, it has to do with you not liking yourself into that moment in time. It's not going to last forever. But there's a little bit of moments like that where, I don't know, you seem to lose a little bit of self-confidence within yourself personally. Other than that, I'm going to say you're looking for some answers, but you're not always getting the answers. You're looking for clarity on a few things, a few aspects into your life, but it's like the answers are coming your way, but they're not quite there yet. It's almost like if you're promised to receive these answers within the following 6 weeks or so, but you're just kind of waiting. There's no real date. You're just kind of looking and you're waiting, and you know that something is going to happen and something is going to change and something is going to make sense, like that light at the end of the tunnel, but it's just not quite there. So I'm going to say the energy for April shows, yes, a period, I'm going to say, of positive changes, also of growth. You're working a lot, you're changing a lot. You've got those moments where you're not feeling all that good about yourself, but you're picking yourself up. Love-wise, things are changing, transitioning also. So it is a time where there's going to be a lot of shifts for you, a lot of changes. So whatever is feeling a little bit stagnant at this moment or into the past, they're really just about to move on forward. So you can expect different type of opportunities to arise, and with them, I feel like you have the beautiful potential to kind of put luck and to put the aspects that you want into your life onto your side. So a lot of positivity, basically. Into the first part of the month, I'm going to say you're going to be embracing your nurturing side. Personal relationships, career. Into the beginning, you're going to feel like there is a strong sense of creativity. There's a strong sense of abundance that is there, that is around you. And like I said, that's going to be a little bit of a moment to hold on to that self-care, to cultivate those things that bring you joy, that inner peace that we're talking about over here. You're also going to be having some periods where you are going to be kind of like giving and receiving some type of it could be a gathering, it could be with friends, but there are some good moments that are coming for you that are a little bit different than what you would normally do. No big decisions altogether coming on up into the month of April, but I do need you to take your time with every type of decisions you do take. Listen to your intuition along the way. And I feel like you're really just healing towards new hopes, guided towards a certain healing. So I feel like you've been through a lot lately in the last few months. I feel like you're slowly progressing, but you're slowly progressing into a certain positivity. So my love, I will say hope, I will say beautiful guidance will be onto your side, but also a lot of divine timing, because a lot of things are on their way but not quite there yet, and you don't have your answers yet, like I said, but they will be coming on the way. So good starts, fresh opportunities, fresh starts, time for you to grow in different areas. But it's also a beautiful moment for you to pause, to reflect on how to move on forward within yourself, and always trust the process along the way, my beautiful love. But altogether, April will be a good month for you, sweetie pie. Oh, there you go. You're here, Mimi. There you go, my love. You do. You do feel it. Perfect. Thank you, Tugafan, for typing, sweetie. I am going to post it on through. Is there anything, my beautiful Mimi, that you're wondering about that I did not mention, or anything that you want to ask that you would like to know of more? Something I didn't necessarily see that you would like to know? Okay, so you want to know Jay's next actions towards you tomorrow at work? Yes, he's been your work crush for a little while. We'll see each other in person tomorrow. Okay, so we're going to go and see that in a few moments, my beautiful Toka fan. The Love Shine is going to be on up next. Oh no, Hanson, will drop your phone, sweetie. Another icing on the cake? What do you mean, Elaine? What's the icing on the cake, sweetie? You feel your relationship with your cousin is changing and you feel that you're growing apart. Well, let me go and see. No, you're not last, Elaine. No, you're not last. Elaine, I have Love Shine, and then it's you, then it's Toka Fan, and yeah, so you're not last, my love. And then I have Mimi. You're always thinking you're last, but you're not, sweetie. All's good. Let me just go undo that. Let's go see about the relationship, my love. The Magician is coming on out first, followed by Disharmony, kind of working alone. Yes, you're definitely growing apart, but I feel like you're growing apart because there's different things. I'm going to say two different things. I feel like you're growing apart on one level because I feel like you're both in different places into your life, and maybe you're looking for different things, and maybe not, maybe it's not fusioning anymore as well. And the other part I'm actually going to say is I kind of feel as though, do you ever feel like this person keeps secrets from you? Or maybe they're thinking that you're keeping secrets. It's like not the whole story is always being revealed. And that is very present over here. So it's almost, I'm not going to say there's a distrust, but it's really like if we think that all the information is not necessarily being given out all the time. And I'm going to say a little bit of growing apart. So yes. Okay. So that's what's happening, sweetie. You're both just going a little bit in different directions, but there's also that, are you holding back secrets? Are you really telling me everything? Are you telling me the truth? Or are you twisting things? So there's a whole dynamic that is here. Yeah. Your cousin does that, Elaine? Yeah. I don't talk with my cousins all that much. They're very far away. I used to see them a lot when I was younger, but now not too much. I have them on my Facebook, but that's pretty much it. But I've never had those issues with my cousins. I never have. I will say family can do that very well, because you're keeping things to yourself. That's it. Whenever you, and it's okay that you keep things to yourself. It's just that if you do want to make the relationship better, then you can make it, like, you can make it better. It's not that nobody has done anything to the other person. It's just that you're kind of growing apart. And for sure, if you used to open on up much more and you used to say a lot of things and you're not really anymore, then it's definitely changing the dynamics and the energy around your relationship together. But that, again, like I said, my beautiful Mimi, if it does bother you, you can definitely modify it. You don't have to open yourself to your cousin and say why. You could just say you're feeling a little bit more like this, but don't feel bad about it. I love you and everything is okay. I just need a little bit more time for myself. And that will fix everything altogether. I'm going to go and see our beautiful Love Shine. My beautiful Mimi love your pictures, sweetie pie. If you have any other questions posted, I will answer you. I'm going to go and see Love Shine into the meanwhile, okay? Sending you much love, sweetie. And wishing you a lovely evening. A lovely evening, sweet one. Let's go see our beautiful Love Shine. Then we're going to go see our Elaine, who always thinks she's last, but she's not always. Alrighty, so here we go for 1, 2. The following 3 readings are all into my email. So here we go. Love Shine. And Love Shine needs a timestamp. Thank you, Mimi. Oh, Elaine. Bruno's good. I have a complicated life. I should probably not have Bruno come. I saw Bruno 2 days ago. Wednesday, Bruno was here. Yeah, Wednesday. And we talked about him coming on back this weekend. So maybe tomorrow night, because I am with my mom in the daytime tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow night he'll sleep on over, or I'll see him. And he's doing good. Alex, he's always upsetting me. Elaine. Always. The thing is, Alex knows about Bruno, but there's rules and regulations. But Bruno doesn't know about Alex. Yeah. And Alex is going to Switzerland tomorrow for 10 days on a skiing trip. And I was supposed to see him tonight, but he was taking way too much time making his luggage and all that stuff, and he's still not done. So I'm currently kind of upset at him. So there you go. But Alex, I will say, is doing just fine. And yeah, there you go, Elaine. Alex and I have like this long-term relationship kind of a thing where it's like we're an old couple. Always a little bit upset against the other for some friggin' reason. But we always stick together. I don't get it. It's strange. Alrighty, so Love Shine. Hey, Isha, sweetie pie. How are you doing, my love? How are you doing, sweetie? Yeah, it's an interesting connection, Elaine. It is. So, hold on. Love Shine, I never put it. Love Shine. You would be too, you want to go, you would, I know, right? I know. Well, he's gone skiing. I don't want to go skiing. He's going skiing with his mom and his mother-in-law. Yeah, I think it's for his birthday. I don't know, because his birthday was yesterday. So, he's always gone on vacation with his dad, seriously. Oh no, Isha, sweetie. Sending you healing juju, my love. Oh, that is horrible. My mom gets that every once in a while with pneumonia. She gets hospitalized with it. It's a horrible thing to have. I'm going to escape one moment. I'm still here. I'm just escaping for a moment to go and get Love Shine's questions, okay? Alright, so Love Shine, what I was going to say is I am happy that you got to spend some time. I'm happy that you did go. I was sure that you were going to go, because if you didn't, it would have created some problems. And I know that you didn't want to see him anyway, so yeah. When you're wondering, did he actually, and I'm not going to get into, well, okay. Let me just say, altogether, his whole reason behind the whole thingy dingy, is bogus. All right, but we know we know you do, I do, and I'm gonna say let's just do like you said, and let's just kind of turn the page. So, do we believe into the whole story of, the phone thing? No, we don't believe into the whole story of the phone thing. It was chosen that kind of way, and he came up with this type of solution because he thought, well, that one should kind of pass on by, and hopefully you won't say anything, and you're not saying anything, so it's okay. But sometimes it's okay not really to say anything, because if you do say something, you're really just going to create some problems for no good reason. And you guys have been a little bit into some vibes of, ups and downs and cold spots and everything of the such for the last 3 weeks, so it's better not to get into it if we don't need to, especially since it's not going to change anything. But next time before he does go, now that he gave you this information, next time before he does go, do make sure that you take what he's saying and apply it into a different kind of way. Make sure that you are into those vibes, that you're into that energy, and that you are going to be able to, like, he will send you pictures, and just make sure he finds time for you next time is what I'm trying to say, because now you know another one of his tactics. So that being said, my love, wife, sun up until sleep, sweetie pie. Toxic energy altogether. I feel like it's just complicated. Like, we don't really want to start anything. We don't really want to do anything. We just kind of feel like trouble's along the way. So, yeah, I would say toxic because we're like connected. We are, but we're not really getting anything that we truly want out of it. It's just, yes, the connection is there, but yes, it is also kind of complicated. So, yeah, no, there's no doubt about it. Onto my side, I am going to say to you, is it, are they a happy camper? Not really. She's okay. He's not happy. He feels like things are kind of complicated. She's complicating things, like she's looking for trouble. It's almost like you get back to a certain routine, and then as soon as you get back, let's say from vacation, the routine kind of sets back in, complications arise, and it is what it is. Vacation doesn't take your problems away. It just might put them on pause for a little while. That's pretty much what I'm seeing. And with Amy, sun up until sleep. Oh, Isha, you left the ER 2 days ago? Sweetie pie. I need you to do like nothing, not too much. I need you to sit down and do nothing, my love. I need you to recuperate. Poor sweetie. Is it the first time that you have that? And yeah, I get you too. I get you, my dear Juanson. I would not go into the airports, not into the U.S. airports right now. They could be a little bit complicated, yeah. You might as well travel like it's 1776 by ship. You had it on Christmas and then you have it again? Oh my dear gosh. Poor love. Yeah. Oh, the orange. Yeah, Cheeto Man. A Cheeto Man's is a problem. Yeah. Do they have anything for you, my dear Isha? Like, is there anything that they can... Are you going to have, like, breathing pumps or anything of the such to try to help you within that? I know my mom does have... She receives something. There's some type of shot that she takes every year to help her out with it, so she's less prone to have pneumonias. Last time she was there for, like, 2 weeks. But I don't know what it is that she gets. Love, I'm back with you, sweetie. Amy, yes, Amy, with you. Stop until sleep. I'm getting over here some fear and some anxiety. Yeah, you install fear like a Halloween movie into him. No, honestly, he was a little bit afraid though. He was a little bit afraid. He was a little bit anxious. He's kind of actually quite glad that you guys kind of came. I know that you guys didn't come to a resolution, but he's kind of glad that he came up with some type of a solution. So, and you'll say solution. Well, it's not really a solution. It's more of a discussion that lent to a non-frustrating conversation. Let's put it that way. So, I will say basically that I feel like he's happy. I feel like you always bring within him a little bit of that weakness. And when I say weakness at this point in time, it is a good weakness because it is all about love. It is about, taking care of you. It is that he has that beautiful little soft spot into his heart for you. So I just feel like he wanted things peaceful and he was a little bit afraid at first. But that being said, oh, he's still loving you, sweetie. He's still loving you, my love. He's still loving you, but he also knows that he is lying to you because we do get the self-deception. The lying, of course, would come from the discussion that we just had. So all that together, my love, he does want you to know that he is ready to do absolutely anything for you. And, well, he is thinking about you all day. He always does. Always does. He's always thinking about you. His thoughts and feelings on your talk and trip after. Up next is going to be Elaine, by the way. So Elaine and Tokafan are up next. Who knows? There might be a surprise live. Might be a surprise live this weekend. Who knows? We shall see. I shall discuss with the angels and we shall see. Alrighty, so getting our Page of Pentacles, getting this and getting that over there. So you brought on in, if you will, you kind of broke, how could I say? You broke the routine that he was stuck into. And by breaking the routine that he was stuck into, well, you brought him some joy. You brought him some love. You brought him more balance into his life, basically, is what I will say. And it's a path that he wants to continue. It's a path that he feels quite strongly about, that he absolutely loves. So I'm going to say he's happy that you did go on out and you did go and see him because it is ultimately what he expected. If you did not go, he would have been upset. So he was happy. You changed the routine. You gave him exactly what it is that he needed. And again, I'm going to say if you guys are able to have some more little trips like that, he always loves them. And Tarot with Toi. Alright, Three Swords, the Empress. The Empress is simply because, not the Empress, the Three Swords is because of the relationship that you guys are into. He wants you to know that the relationship that you have at this moment is okay for him the way that it is. He loves you exactly the way that you are. You bring him everything that he needs. You bring him the abundance. You bring him the love. You bring him the beauty. You bring into his life everything that he needs and wants that he doesn't necessarily have on the other side. So you do complete him in many different ways, my beautiful love. And he doesn't want you to know that he does try and put his most effort into the relationship. He will continue to try also to collaborate more to make things easier between the both of you. But at the very same time, he kind of likes the fact that you guys are stable within a certain routine. So the stagnancy for him is not a bad thing. And I am sending you much love, my sweetie pie. I keep feeling like I'm going to sneeze. Here we go for Elaine. Oh, pardon me, guys. Okay, hold on, Elaine. Thank you, my beautiful Isha, sweetie. You are up and just, I'll tell you something good. I'll try to, my love. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Hanson. All right. So, just 1 second over here. Merci, Lilith. Merci, sweetie pie. You have an inhaler and 4 different medications. That's an awful lot. Yeah. Who are you not trusting? Who are you not oh, your cousin. That must be your cousin, Elaine. Alrighty, okay. So, let's go see, Elaine, what I have for you. Up next is Tokafan. So, Tokafan's going to be next. Then I'm going to go see Mimi and Isha. Okay. So in general for this week, what is going to be happening? Okay. A general for this week. All right, my love. I feel like you're coming into a place where there's more, where there's more reality, where there's more clarity altogether. I feel like you're entering more of a phase where there's a little bit less confusion, is what I shall say. So I don't feel any big things are happening. Like there's not necessarily a job that is coming your way for this week from what I can see. But I do see a strong sense of direction. I do see a strong sense of forward movement altogether. So I feel like it's time for that action. I feel like it's time for overcoming any type of obstacles. I feel like it's time for you to assert control over the different situations into your life. And that's going to help you to feel more confident in making the decisions and pushing towards your goals. So the challenge is that there might be a couple of challenges along the way to face, but I feel like you're going to have the good energy, you're going to have the positive energy, and you're going to come out victorious of whatever type of little things might pop into your way. There's nothing big popping into your way, by the way. They could be tiny little things here and there. So I'm going to say this week, basically progress. You have a lot of determination. You have a lot of beautiful support from the people that are around you. And I feel like any type of little hurdles that will come your way, you'll be able to pass on through them quite easily. Now, what is Y up to? What is Y up to recently? What is Y up to recently? Next will be 2 timestamps, so I will leave one for Tokafin and I'll leave one for Mimi also. Yes, well, I would say Y is looking at different possibilities, all right? I feel like Y is looking at the different possibilities of her life that has to be offered towards her. I feel as though she's not necessarily into a hermit mode, but she's not into a full social blown kind of a way neither. I feel like she's doing a lot of introspection. I feel like sometimes she feels a little bit mentally trapped by different things. But into her mind, like it's a mental kind of a trap within thoughts or feelings of, I'm not going to say necessarily of the past, I'm going to say of the present. I feel like sometimes she has different ideas, different things that she would like to do, but sometimes she's a little bit afraid of doing them or not quite knowing how to move on forward to either accomplish those goals or to move on forward with her wants and her desires. And that's where I feel like sometimes she's a little bit trapped between her wants and her desires and taking the action towards them. Altogether, I'm going to say I feel like she's reflecting a little bit more, like I said, onto her challenges, onto her life, upon what she truly wants. I don't feel like she's isolating herself. I just feel like it's a time for clarity. It's a time for processing things. But nothing much more. Like she's not in a couple. She's not into a loving relationship. She's not switching up jobs. Nothing huge happening. Really just mental, I will say, reorganization altogether. Yeah, that's it. And your other question, hold on. A night dream telling you how to prevent a dream about something you can't tell, but there was guidance into it. What are they saying to you? They don't know about it. All right. what I will say is this. Whatever it is that you actually dreamt about, I feel like you're being guided by an energy of strength, an energy of knowledge, an energy of action, where you actually have power over something. I feel like there's a very deep, intuitive message that is trying to surface. And even if you can't fully, I'm going to say, recall the dream, I feel like your subconscious is trying to guide you towards hidden truths and trying to understand something that is like beneath the surface, if you will. So I'm going to say, because I don't exactly know I don't know exactly what it is that is happening. You say a prophetic dream, but there's a lot of elements. There's a lot of things that could be, intertwined into it. The basic energy over here is you need to listen to yourself. There's energies, there's messages that are kind of hidden truths, understanding. I feel it's almost like if something is pointing you towards some type of a mystery or some type of an illusion, and there's like details that seem to be somewhat still a little bit unclear that need to, I'm going to say, surface. So I need you to trust your intuition. I need you to take note of any of those feelings, any of those impressions that kind of linger even after your dream. Try to meditate if you do want to meditate, so you can uncover maybe a little bit more of the full message. But I definitely do feel like this dream is urging you to pay attention to the little things that you're actually just not seeing at this moment. So it might not be something that is prophetic into the way of, world guidance or into a Bashar kind of a way, but it is definitely something that is important for you. Yeah. I am going to go and see my beautiful Tokafan. I'm going to put a timestamp. Tokafan is going to be over here. Well, maybe you're seeing too much, or maybe you're not applying what you're necessarily seeing, Elaine. Maybe you're seeing things but not applying them. That could give, at the same time, some type of an energy like that also. Tokafan, Mimi is going to be on up right after, so just hold on one tiny little second. Okay, just one moment. All right. Tokafan. So Jay's next action's towards you because you're going to be seeing him tomorrow. All right, let's go and see. Next actions. I'm glad you're going to be seeing him, my love. I feel like it's been maybe a couple days or maybe a little while since you have not necessarily seen him. Okay. A certain alignment. Okay. I kind of feel, my love, I know that this is, your, I know that this is your person, this is your work crush, and I am going to take out some more information. From what I can see, I feel like you're going to be a little bit disappointed. Yeah. Hold on, Elaine, okay? Hold on a second, I'll come and answer that, my love. Yeah, I feel as though, like, you guys are going to see each other. I don't feel like the energy is going to be, I don't feel like the energy is moving into the way that you would like it to. I feel like this person, so Jay, is thinking about some things. I feel like Jay has the mental strength to kind of be there and to kind of want things to move on forward, but I don't necessarily see any movement forward. I feel like there's a little bit of that inner conflict where we're trying to find the answers and we're trying to figure out what we should do or how we should move on forward, but it's just like not necessarily happening. It's not because we don't want to, it's just not really there. So what I will say is this, my love, I feel like the next actions, whenever you guys do see each other tomorrow, I really do feel like Jay, and I'm going to go and see, let me just go see, not necessarily about tomorrow, let's just go and see to begin with the intentions. because I feel that we're interested. I feel like we want something, but I feel like we're conflicted inside. Like we're not necessarily ready to make that move. But we're interested and we would like to, but we're not doing anything. And the fact that Jay's not really doing anything leaves you a little bit into a position where nothing is truly happening and you're just kind of stagnant into your energy. And then you're left kind of wondering, what's next, or what are you going to do, or is he truly interested? It's just leaving you with a lot of questions afterwards. So let's just go see how Jay does feel for you. Let's start off with that. Let's go figure that out. So how does Jay feel towards you? All together. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Honestly, you do have a basic foundation where we do want to talk with you. We do want to spend some time with you. I feel like we could get really, really well along together, but we are afraid to break the whole barrier, the whole shift of knowing each other and being into a relationship or dating. That scares us. And because it does scare us, I feel like that's where all the mental thoughts and everything is being pushed back and being put on pause, because we're still a little bit too afraid to make those real movements towards you to open something up. By fear a little bit because of work, and also by fear of, what would happen, let's say, if it didn't work, or we're afraid about that. We're afraid of the relationship that we would have because of the work relationship. So I feel like we're just kind of keeping things a little bit onto the side. We're not doing all that much. We're just kind of resting. It's not because we don't want to. We do. But we're afraid of the dynamics that could change and what could happen, either if the relationship worked or if it didn't work. So I'm basically going to say you will talk, you will have some interaction, but I feel like you're going to end up being disappointed, because if you want him, to flirt with you, or you want him to ask you out onto a date, I don't feel like you're going to have any real movement. So you're still going to remain a little bit into the stagnant world of, now I got to wait till we see each other again. And what does he really want? That's what I'm getting. Let me give you a couple of messages, but I will give you some messages. Hello, my beautiful Carrie love. I'll give you some messages from the Hermit deck, all right? Here we go. Elaine, I'm going to come and answer you in a second. You see, I do get a yes. The yes is there, is quite present. What do you want? We are wondering. Still don't have all the answers, but I'm also getting our Ace of Cups. We are interested, so. My beautiful love, I'm going to say, if you want anything, make it happen. Make it happen. It'll help into the dynamics. If you're able to move on forward and kind of make something happen, it'll definitely help, sweetie pie. And I'm sending you much love, sweet one. Elaine, you are saying in terms of the bus, I know, it was the Vivo bus, which we have in Uptown Toronto. And it was what? Oh, okay, collide into the street. Okay. I sip, and here we go. Now, the fact that it is something that you know means that it is something that is familiar, because it is close to you. So it is into the vicinity, let's say, of where you live and everything as such. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that is what's going to happen between those two buses. Anything that is related to vehicles, especially buses, they do represent movement, direction, change into your life path altogether. So I feel like by actually seeing two buses colliding into your dream carries different type of interpretations, such as conflict or disruption. So there could be conflicts or disruptions into your life that involve two separate aspects of your life, or decisions that are kind of clashing together. There's also a feeling of being stuck, a feeling out of control. Why? Because buses, they're big, they're large, they're associated with following a predetermined route, if you will. And I'm going to also say it's about two forces or two influences. We always have to remember that there were two buses, so two. Seeing two buses crash also represent two opposing forces or people into your life that could be into a conflict. So it could be about, let's say, you and Y, or you and somebody from your family, because you have different desires, different relationships, different. It's really about having different ideas that could be at odds one with the other. It's also a warning to slow down and to be careful for unexpected changes. So overall, I'm going to say there's a lot of things. But if we want to put it all into one single sentence to make it easier to understand, it's really about looking at the different places into your life where there's tension, confusion, a need to make a decision to prevent any further chaos. So it's really asking you to slow down, take control, find the clarity before moving forward in any way. Yes. Hello, Love Shine. Nice to see you, Sweetie Pie. Hello. Your reading has already been completed, my love. Yes, it has. I'm going to go and see Mimi. And in the meanwhile, we will put Mimi a timestamp, but I do have to go read because Mimi writes a fair amount. And here we go. So Mimi is on up, and then I'm going to go and see our beautiful friend, Isha. Isha, if there's anything in particular that you want me to look forward to or look at, please do let me know, okay? So hold on just one moment. I'm going to log... Oh, no, I don't have to log back in. Okay, I'm going to log in anyways. I'm going to go and get Mimi's questions. How are you doing, my beautiful Mimi? From what I read, you're back into the same circle over again, aren't you? Okay, back into the circle of life. We're back at the same spot. He's always back into the same spot. I know. So not responding again, right? He didn't reply one message after you said that. I know. Scare until don't reply, is it? I know. I know, sweetie. And then you realize that if he has somebody else entertain him, he will not be bothered about you. Like 3 a.m. plus yesterday, right? Well, yeah, well, the difference between looking at your story and replying to your text is that one of them is kind of spying onto you, the other one is talking with you. Two different worlds over here, my sweetie pie. Yeah, kind of. I know it sucks. Let me go and see. What is that? The eye on my that eye's on my desk. It scares you a few times. Oh, you're so funny. Does it really? Seriously? It's like the third eye. It's a gorgeous eye, sweetie pie. I'm sorry. Okay, let me know if it keeps on scaring you. I'll remove them for your readings when I think about it. Okay. Oh, you're so cute. Okay, so let me just go and gather the very first question. Okay. And here we go. So we're going to start off over here with the current thoughts and feelings for you. All right? It moves sometimes. The eye moves. Next Friday, the weather's... Carrie, don't tell me this stuff. And that's next Friday. Oh, Elaine, yes, you can, sweetie. Ask your last question, my love. I'll answer you after Mimi. It moves. It does not move sometimes, guys. That's you. That's you. Yeah, Elaine. Another Elaine. Carrie, don't tell me the weather a whole week in advance, my dear gosh. It changes every 2 minutes. I am not interested in knowing what's happening next Friday. I am not interested in knowing the weather. I just know that we're getting into better weather. Things are, looking up. My snowbank is going down. I start to see my pool a little bit more. I start to see the top of my flower vases, which are fairly high, but I start to see them. I'm looking forward to start those barbecues again. Oh, Shawnee, guys. Hi, sweetie. I'm doing pretty good, my love. Doing pretty good. I know you didn't say for me, you said my weather, but your weather comes along my way after, honestly. Jatin, please do not spam Sweetie Pie. Do not post your question, my love, until asked to do so, sweetie. And thank you. Alrighty. So here we go. Yes, I am completely looking forward to losing all this snow. I'm getting back into nice warm weather. I am. Alright, so Mimi, I'm with you. Here we go. I'm going to answer Elaine's last question after you. So, yeah, you can send your last question, my beautiful Elaine, because after that I'm going to go and see Isha, okay? So here we go. How are you doing, Sean Eagle Eyes Dunn? How are you doing, sweetie? As for you, my love, I know how frustrating, I know how confusing it is because it's on and off, on and off, on and off. He's like the weather in Canada, on and off. It's warm one day and it's cold the next. What do you do with it, right? Well, honestly, his current feelings for you, there's a lot of passionate energy towards you, but he's not consistent in any way. Sometimes he's very quick, sometimes he's not, sometimes he's focused on excitement, and sometimes he's focused more onto somewhat of some type of commitment, honestly. He's like a kid into a candy store when he's with you. Really, like everything just kind of goes on by, depending onto the taste of the moment. Yes. So yes, there's definitely the emotional distance that is there. There is a feeling of somewhat of some abandonment that is there. There's also neglect that is there because it is neglecting. It is. I feel like it's like if you've been left out, and it's like if you're feeling like you're not valued into the relationship and he's not reciprocating your energy or your attention, and he doesn't realize the impact that it actually has onto you. So I'm going to say lack of emotional security. I'm going to say lack of fulfillment into the dynamic. Going both ways, by the way, because you're feeling one way, he's feeling another way, and he feels like he can't necessarily get everything that he wants from you because of the circumstances, not because you don't want to give it, but because of, family and work and everything goes along with it. So that's why it's easier for him to chit chat with people till 2, 3 in the morning, that there are no connections, no problems, no nothing. You see what I mean? So does he still want to see you? Yeah, he does want to continue on, but in the same way, he's always at a crossroads. He's always unsure about what he wants. He is causing confusion himself. He is. He's causing some for him and he's causing some from you. So then you become kind of torn between continuing this casual kind of thing or just kind of exploring any other options or just kind of closing that option altogether. Because I don't necessarily see you exploring other options. I see you more thinking of closing that one. So it's a decision. It's a difficult one. I feel like it's difficult for him to actually kind of open on up because everything is not clear. Communication is not clear. So what does he truly want from you? Don't we all want to ask that to somebody onto this world? What the heck do you want from me, right? What do you want? He wants you to be there when he needs you. That's it. That's all. He wants you to be available. If he wants you, he wants you. And if he doesn't, then he doesn't want to be annoyed. But he does like to receive some messages from you every once in a while. Kind of makes his heart palpitate. So is he happy to receive those little incoming messages? Yes, he is. Does he like to spy on you? Absolutely. He wants to know what you're doing, what you're up to. But that's pretty much what it is. So does he love you? He loves you, but he's also playing around. He's into this game of, thank you, Elaine. He is into a place where he's playing along with your emotions, with your thoughts, with your feelings. There's a lot of things that are going on within that, and there's a lot of missing clarity. So what's he want from you? He wants to keep the relationship as it is. He doesn't want to offer anything in return. He doesn't want to reflect, doesn't want to think. He wants it the way that it is. Simple. Nothing more. But he's not asking you to give more energy neither, though. So the energy that you're giving and the thoughts that you're giving and everything that you're kind of pouring towards him, you're doing because you want to, because you care and you love and everything as such. But it's not because of the reverse kind of a way. You see what I mean? He's not asking that from you, is what I'm getting to. So that being said, I feel as though we're into a place where he's not playing around. He's not. It's not a game. It's just that his thoughts and his feelings and his love, they all kind of fluctuate. And he's into a period of fluctuation. And you're into it because, well, you kind of allow yourself to be into it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be into it, but you wouldn't be feeling the way that you're feeling. So it's a lot about decisions, your decisions, his decisions, but you're basically both continuing and deciding to continue this relationship, even if it does have some toxicity, because of the past that you have, because of the love that you have, because of the desires, because of the passion. There's a lot of good reasons, but there's also a lot of bad reasons. But neither one of them really change. May they be good or may they be bad. When you go on down straight into it, what do you want? What do you want? You want him? All right, continue. There'll be ups and there'll be downs, and at some point in time, maybe he'll make up his mind, maybe he won't. But I mean, you can cross that bridge whenever you reach that point. Until then, don't overstimulate or don't overanalyze or criticize yourself or make yourself sad. I know it's difficult not to do so because you know there's messages and you see what time he's up and all that stuff. It's tough. It's a tough place to be into. So, yeah. Does he no? The thing of, does he really want to find another lady? It's not that he wants to find another lady. It's that he wants to socialize. He wants to talk. He wants to enjoy times with others. He wants to open up his options to other people, but he doesn't want to commit himself to the others, neither. He's not into a place where he wants to commit, but he is into a place where he wants to explore. So does he realize how much he's taking from you? Not really. He's not realizing the toll that it's taking on you at all. Not at all. And anything the angels would like you to know about him that no one knows? I don't necessarily believe that it's going to be that no one knows, but we can go and peek into it. Isha, let us know if you're still here, my sweetie pie. Elaine, I'm going to answer your question, then we're going to go and see Isha. What do you need to know? He's creating a lot of anxiety into your life. He doesn't have the strength, doesn't have the bravery to move on forward. He's definitely not listening to himself, but you have to listen to yourself. He's into a place where there's a lot of that is happening for him, but beneath the surface. He's into a period where there's a lot of suspension, a lot of reflection. He's trying to gain perspective on his feelings, on his actions. I feel like he's not entirely clear about a lot of things, about even what he wants yet. And I feel like his indecision is actually causing him to act into ways that truly are simply hurtful for you, sweetie. So the angels want you to know that, you know what, yes, he is a little bit into that state of confusion. And I'm going to say that his actions are not necessarily a reflection of his true feelings. He's hiding a lot of things within. So basically, I know that you're stuck into this, but the advice is he's not fully aware of the impact of his actions that he has onto you. There is attraction, there is feelings, but they're not being expressed into a way that's fair for you. So the angels are truly guiding you to trust your instincts, to lower your expectations, to protect your energy. Focus on yourself. Give yourself the space to heal from the imbalance that he's actually causing at this moment. You deserve somebody who's going to match your energy and your intention, my beautiful love. Yeah. Oh, I know, Elaine. I know, sweetie. Your weather comes towards me too, my love. I know. Everything comes my way. Elaine, let's go and see. Isha, let us know if you are here. Elaine, your other question is... Yes. No, she's not onto a break from work. She's working. Okay. Just 1 second. Okay. Following our Emperor, getting our swords. I'm basically going to say, I don't feel like she stopped working. I don't. I do feel like she is working. Her feelings, personally speaking, she does have a lot of internal thoughts. She does have a lot of emotional shifts, but I feel like her energy feels, it feels a little bit stagnant, all right? Sometimes she has those little ups and those downs, but basically I'll say stagnant. I feel like she's kind of grappling with, multiple things at once. And sometimes she feels like she has a little bit of that sense of confusion or uncertainty about different things into her life, but into her present moment. It has nothing to do with love or relationships. It has to do with her career, with her own self, personally, moving on forward, doing different things, opening herself up to different type of experiences. So no, I feel like sometimes she has a little bit of mental weight onto her mind in regards to work, but I feel like she wants to make different type of little changes, but nothing much big. Like there's nothing big, there's nothing huge. It's just the little things. And sometimes it's just those tiny little things that change everything into our mind. It makes us think about a lot of things and it makes us wonder about a lot of things. But that's what I can see at this moment. So I feel like it really has to do with her professional goals. I feel like it has to do with her personal desires. So that's what I see. A personal reflection upon work is basically what it is. So she is still working. She is not onto a break. As for you feeling her energy, you probably do feel some of her energy kind of fluctuate. And if you do feel anything, it's very strongly possibly even mixed on in with a little bit of clarity, a little bit of confusion. I feel like some days she feels a little bit more energized. And if you actually tune into her energy at that point in time because you're thinking about her, then you could kind of feel like little particles of it or a little bit of that energy that emanates from it. Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna go and see our beautiful Isha. So let's go see Isha. Just 1 moment. And my beautiful Elaine, I shall wish you a lovely evening if you do not stick around. And if you do, well, just please stick around. Here we go. And we're going to go and see Isha. I'm going to go and make sure everything is okay. Isha's going to need a timestamp. And then I might be with Juanson after. I might. Yes, I'm going to go and see Juanson after Isha. What's up, Sean? Eagle Eyes. Okay, all is good. Thank you, Lilith. I was wondering about that. So, Isha, here we go. So, tell you something good. Let's go and figure that out. My poor love, who has been sick. Okay, so Isha's going to be at 109. Thank you, Lilith. It makes me wonder every once in a while. That is honestly, it is such a Nunit face. I wonder how Nunit's doing. We haven't seen her in a little while. Should write her an email. Every once in a while I think to myself, should write an email to Nunit. Yes. She's such a sweetie pie. She has such beautiful energy. Okay, where was I and what was I doing? I was going over here and we want to know something good. Alright. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So, Isha, my love. You're being distracted by a lot of things. But you sure persevere, my love. You do. For the moment, quite frankly, I'm getting recovery, nurturing, taking care of yourself. I feel like for the moment, the only thing that you should really focus on is you, recuperation. I feel like you are a little bit always, I feel like you're always being a little bit tested by something. It's like you're being tested by faith. What shall happen? How shall you move on forward? I feel like every once in a while, and for a little, I'm going to say the last 8 weeks, probably, so that would bring you somewhere around the month of January. There's been a little bit of a lack of focus, maybe a little bit less time spent. It could be working onto your career, but I just feel like there's a little bit of a step back that has been happening onto that. And I see you needing to take care of yourself. I see you needing to stay at home is what I'm seeing. So I'm going to say things are steadily improving for you. There is going to be a positive shift that's going to give you that sense of relief and that sense of optimism that's going to be coming on in, but you do have to continue taking care of yourself. Whatever seems to be going around within your health into the following weeks should probably dissipate and leave. I do have to say though, I do not do health questions, but I do see something, and you didn't ask any health questions, but I'm just saying, I do see something pop on through into the month of September. Same type of issue is going to come back, I believe, some type of pneumonia or something, but into the month of September. So just make sure into the previous weeks before that you take real good care of yourself, so we don't necessarily have that pop on back again. That being said, I'm going to say there's some type of emotional healing that is occurring. I feel like there's different challenges that you were faced with, and I feel like you're starting to regain more of that sense of stability and peace. Now, I'm not talking about health, I'm talking about emotional health all the time. I feel like sometimes you feel like things are a little bit heavy. But again, there is that clarity, there's that renewal that seems to be coming on through. And there's different lessons that need to be learned at this moment because it is a very challenging period. And those lessons, I believe, are going to bring in through, and I'm not saying you don't already have it, but there's like a new sense of gratitude and appreciation that seems to be popping into your life into the following 2 to 3 weeks. So that seems to be somewhat accentuated a little bit. So altogether, optimism, yes. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to start to make plans again. You're going to start taking on new opportunities that you kind of left a little bit onto the side since, like I said, the last 8 weeks or so. So this is going to be a good time to slowly start to reintroduce those different type of activities that maybe you put a pause onto. It's time to take it, but step by step. There's beautiful potential for you. And I know it's like it's reawakening in many, 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 many beautiful ways. So let's go and see what else we've got for you. Let's go see if we have anything else popping on through money-wise or anything of such. And if you are around, I'm going to go see. Let me know if you do have any other, additional questions that pop on through. Yes, Love Sean. The fear was because he was lying. Thank you, Sean. Good night, my beautiful Elaine, sweetie. All right. Other than that, my love, oops, some type of a necessity to reload. All right. So, okay, we're back. Other than that, sweetie, I need you, work-wise, I need you to believe into yourself. There's somebody who's going to be around you, who's going to be a little bit arrogant, who's going to come a little bit into the way of your wants, your dreams, certain desires that you would like to do. Whoever that person is seems to be an older gentleman. Could be dad, could be grandfather, could be boss, could be an older brother, could be an uncle. It is a man. It is somebody who is older than you. It's like somebody is trying to kind of be a little bit emotionally manipulative and kind of stop you a little bit into your tracks with your wants and your desires. So there is definitely something that is happening along the way within this. Other than that, I will also say to you that I feel as though work-wise, things are slowly going to get back onto track, but they are going to take a little bit of time. I need you to believe into yourself a little bit more, and this is really a beautiful period for you, honestly, of outcome, of changes. So love, I don't necessarily see anything happening love-wise. Work-wise, I'm going to say changes, modifications. I'm going to say positive movement. So whatever was put a little bit on pause in the last 8 weeks or so is going to start to become a little bit more dynamic. I need you to take care of yourself, to nurture yourself. Don't let that person, whoever that person is, try to stop you into your tracks in any kind of way. If you don't know who it is yet, just be careful. So whenever they do pop on in, you will know who it is. So be careful for those red flags. But other than that, your health, like I said, better, but something seems to be reappearing into the month of September. But you're gaining clarity, you're gaining answers, you're feeling better about yourself. You have to continue to take care of yourself, but finances are stable, they will be getting better, and you seem to be moving on forward with different kind of things work-wise. No big news though, like no big novelties, but things are getting better, things are improving. So, changes and positivity, sweetie. Actually, I don't really have anything bad other than that older individual who seems to be creating some issues for you. And now that you know about them, you can stop them into their tracks. An angel message for you, my love. The angels are reminding you to trust the process of your life. Even when things feel uncertain or even challenging, know that you are supported in every single step you take. Your strength and your resilience are going to shine through the most difficult moments, my love. So let go of any worries, let go of any fears, and have the angels let you guide you towards peace and beautiful healing. So embrace the light that is around you. It is always with you, and it's going to help you to move on forward with beautiful grace. My beautiful love, I am sending you much love, sweetie. And Juanson, let's go and see you. What happened with you today? Let me just go over here. Let me go like that. Let me just go and do this 1 second, guys. Juanson, we're coming over to see you. Perfect. And let me do that too. Perfect. Done. All right, Juanson, your turn. Yeah. When I mean the stagnancy is good for him, things are good the way that it is. Yeah. He doesn't want changes, doesn't want modifications, my beautiful love shine. The situation that you have is fine. Seeing each other every once in a while, spending time together, sometimes having a little day off or 2 days away. The situation that you currently have into your relationship with him creates a sense of stability, does create a sense of stagnancy, but it is one that he appreciates because it kind of solidifies and grounds the relationship into his mind. Your D causes you a lot of stress. I get it. That's what the D's do. That's what the D's do. I get it, sweetie. I'm sorry, my love. Try to put your energy far away from that evil D as much as you can, my love. Juanson, and I'm going to declare, unless someone of our soul family passes on through, that we are closed for tonight. Maybe a surprise live this weekend. Who knows? Juanson, here you go. Yes, I'm having Interesting beginning to my weekend, Juanson. Interesting, I'll put it that way. No, Elizabeth's not there. She's never there until the Fridays. Well, it's not she's never there. She's rarely there. Let's put it that way. Yeah, no. Your sweetie pie was not there today, my love. No. I'm sorry. Well, let's go see how her weekend is going to look for her, my love. Let's go like this. Let's go over here. Okay. You vote yes onto the prize, right? Maybe tomorrow once, and I'll let you know throughout the day. I'll let you know, my love. It depends if Bruno comes on through, if he comes on tomorrow night, or if he sleeps. If he doesn't sleep here, I will say yes to a surprise live. But I don't know. I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll send you a message throughout the day, okay? Tomorrow, in the daytime, I'm going to go and see my mama. I'm going to go and spend a little bit of time with her. She wants to make some recipe that we used to make when I was a little girl, and she absolutely loved, and that we haven't made in, I don't know, 25 years, 30 years. So I'm going to cook for my mom tomorrow. One of her favorite recipes is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to go and put up some furniture with her, some new furniture that she purchased. Yes. I know you usually don't, my beautiful love. You're sweetie pie. Okay, so let's go see. For absolutely, Sean, absolutely, sweetie. Yeah, I know. I absolutely will, my dear. I will, Juanson, absolutely. Yes, my mom's looking forward to it. She is. I'll have to go and get some paperwork from her also for insurance and accountability. Well, not accountability, but accounts and all those things. So I used to go and see my mom and my dad, but now I go see my mom every 2 weeks. So let's not break the tradition. Let's go see. Love Shine. Basically, the reading altogether, if we look at it into one way, this is what I'm going to say, okay? Oh, hold on, Watson. I'll be with you in just a second. Basically, what I will say is this. With the wife, it's complicated into his energy towards her today, because it's like we're getting back a little bit more into a certain routine, and that's what it is. So she's trying to take a little bit more control, but she seems to be happy about the situation, him a little bit less. Him in regards to you, he loves you, he thinks about you, he really does. He truly does care for you quite deeply, but he was a little bit afraid of actually seeing you into the way that he knew that he was not texting as much. He knew that he was not doing exactly what he said that he would do. Therefore, he thought that maybe you would bring that on up or you'd be a little upset. And that's where the fear and the anxiety kind of came on through. As for into the messages about the love, he does love you, but he likes things the way that they are. So basically what he's trying to say into his messages is he loves you. He loves the grounding that you bring into his life, but he wants things to remain the way that they are. Therefore, not necessarily, he wants things to stay the way they are. So not that thinking that he's going to end up leaving the family or that you guys are going to be able to switch things up and see each other 5 days a week, and I'm not saying that's what you're asking. I'm just saying he likes things the way they are. So status quo, what you've got is what he likes, and he would kind of like it to stay into that kind of way because it brings some stability. Is basically what it is. No, nothing new. Here we go. Alrighty, Juanson, sweetie. The energy around Elizabeth, how are we feeling? Okay. Energy around Lisbeth, a little bit reflective, a space of thinking deeply about you, thinking about different areas into her life, feeling a little bit introspective, but I feel like her weekend altogether, I don't feel like she's doing all that much, quite frankly. I feel like she is a little bit into the midst of, I'm going to say, seeing some friends is what she will do. I feel like she wants to relax at the very same time. I feel like into her generating for her, it's really a question of finding those answers. She wants to move on forward. She wants to move on forward with her career. She wants to move on forward with her studies. I feel like she's got the courage to do so. I feel like she wants to do so. I just feel like she's a little bit like the spring. She's into a transition. She's transitioning towards a place where she'll be able to have more answers, but she's not able to get answers into everything. So that kind of does annoy her a little bit. Good night, my dear Diane, sweetie. All right. Glad that made sense, my beautiful love shine. I'm glad you were here so I could make it make sense too, because otherwise you would have been stressed. You would have been ultimately very worried. All right. Love-wise. And you have seen her get annoyed a few times, haven't you? When she goes onto the box and demands. Her love reading to you is feeling a lot of affection, feeling a lot of warmth, but it's basically one of fondness today. One where she's thinking about you, she's looking forward to see you again. One where she realizes that she's not openly expressing everything towards you into the way that she loves you, but she's feeling quite positive towards the future. So I feel like a little bit like you, she's not putting any pressure onto herself or onto the relationship. She's really just kind of letting things unfold quite naturally. So I will say curiosity, I will say love, and I will say there's a space between you guys that is there that she appreciates, and she appreciates your presence into her life altogether. So what she would like to say to you is that she knows there's a lot of things she hasn't said that she would like to say, that she would like to express, but she can't quite at this moment. But she wants you to know that she does appreciate your presence into her life every single day, even when she does not see you. She values the connection. She feels supported by you. Even if she hasn't said it out loud, she does. I know that she's taking her sweet time to process her own feelings, but she does love you. She just doesn't want to rush anything, a little bit like you. So it's almost like if you're both kind of mirroring that energy, if you will. Into an angel message for you. You need to trust that everything is unfolding as it should. The angels are surrounding you with love and peace and beautiful guidance. There is no need to rush to process. Things are aligning the way that they should. Your connection with Elizabeth is meant to grow, and you're both going to be supported onto this journey. So let go of those fears and trust the path that you're onto. You are definitely being guided towards a beautiful path with her. No, she doesn't like that department at all. Love Shine, you're going to have to remind him again. You're going to have to remind him of that, because otherwise it's going to come on back, sweetie. You're definitely going to have to remind him again whenever he does go onto a trip. You will have to. Yeah. The moon. The answer can go either way, yes or no, depending on to the way that you feel. I feel like he does love Sean. I just feel like he understands you when you speak and when you say things, but then I feel like he forgets them and just moves on forward. That's what I feel. Like he forgets what you're wanting and doesn't necessarily doesn't acknowledge it, if you will. I know, the moon, the moon. All right. Before we go and give you the messages, here we go with an oracle message. Life is a continuous journey of growth, change, and transformation. The path that you are on, with all its twists and turns, is uniquely yours. Trust that each step that you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to where you need to be. There may be challenges along the way, but there's opportunities for you to learn, to heal, and to evolve. Keep an open heart and mind as you move on forward, and remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. Everything is unfolding in beautiful and perfect timing. Be gentle with yourself and enjoy the process. And let's go to some messages from your Sweetie Pie. You bring warmth and light into my life. I think of you often, and when I do, I smile inside. Your presence feels like a gentle comfort. I am very grateful for the connection that we share. Please know that you are never far from my thoughts. I appreciate the love and the support that you offer me. I know you won't let him forget Love Sean. I know, Sweetie Pie. You too, my beautiful Carrie. So I will say sweet dreams. Have a beautiful Friday evening to everybody. We will probably see each other either tomorrow or Sunday, so stay tuned for Surprise Live. Surprise Lives are usually a little bit later. It could be at 8, could be at 9, could be at 10. So stay tuned whenever you see us pop on through. And have a lovely evening. You know where to find me, anywhere into the in-between. Love you guys. Sweet dreams.